Welcome back to Around the House. Today we are going to start making a tinfoil ball, right? That we polish and try to make really shiny. We've seen these on other YouTube channels. So we just have some left over here, and of course we're just going to use some other stuff. So I think what we'll try, without getting packed too much, just get lots of tin foil, and as we get more, we'll just kind of roll it up. As we get bigger, we'll make the ball tighter and tighter. So we just have to get some layers on there. That's not too much. At some point, I think we've seen it. What do? We just start hitting it with a hammer and stuff like that, and it just gets smaller and smaller. But I'm gonna try to make this maybe the size of a softball. So once we start pounding it in with the hammer and a mallet, it's gonna get a lot smaller. All right. Great way to waste aluminum foil. Probably should have saved all the foil for several days or weeks or something like that. What do you think? How much more do you think you need on here? Is that good? Okay, is that a good start? So probably start by just trying to hit it on the ground, the table, I should say. Get everything to kind of come in. Then we'll have to get some kind of mallet. So, what do you think? Do you want to give it a try? Flat ball pancake. Okay, well, we'll do this for a while and maybe come back. All right, so we grabbed a couple mallets and we started doing this a little bit, and the ball's getting much smaller. Move it around as we hit it. At some point we'll have to get a metal hammer. Maybe move this one. I'm just gonna have that. It's one of these dead blows. The BB's inside the hammer, so it doesn't weigh as much to hit it, but it still kind of has the same impact. Okay, we've been hammering on this for quite a while. We've used the dead blow and this other mallet, and I've got this, I don't know, a 2.5 pound sledge or something like that. Now I'm just using this ball peen hammer. Just kind of moving it around. As you can see, it's getting quite dense. And then almost even a little shiny in those areas where the metal is hitting aluminum. So this may take a while, but we'll keep at it. Okay, I've been hammering away for a few minutes here, and I decided to use even this pointy end of the hammer because it can kind of push it in a little bit more than the flat side, just goofing off. And then I've got this on the bottom side, so it's hopefully flattening both sides at the same time, because this is just a cloth with a wooden table. This is going to take a while, but we're determined, aren't we?
Yeah.
As you can see how it is kind of getting shiny in some areas. This takes a lot of hits. All right, arm's getting a little tired here. Here we are so far. You can see it's getting softer. I've got some divots here. Some stuff's peeling away. I don't really know how to fix that. But, and then when you hammer it, it sort of splits some other areas. But it's definitely getting harder. Still obviously pretty light. And I think the next steps are just more hitting. I don't know, we might have to see some other YouTube videos to see what you do to take it to the next step, because I've never done anything gone this far before, or at least watched something go this far. But it's pretty cool. Okay, more banging on this thing, but I think what we're gonna do focus now is just trying to get it around, because when you like rub it on a hard surface, it kind of pushes things together. So I'm thinking we'll do is get it around, go out on some nice smooth concrete in the garage floor and start rubbing it around, see if we can move some of that aluminum into the other parts, smooth it out, and get the cracks. Okay, so now I've taken it out to the garage. I rubbed it on the concrete floor, which is a polished concrete. And, you know, it is getting some polished areas, and I thought, well, let me try it just on some metal. Just sheet metal, galvanized sheet metal. So move it around. It is providing some polish. So ultimately, I'll have to get some kind of buffing wheel, but let me keep doing this, see if I can't smooth out the voids. This is where we're at. Starting to get shiny. This is all I'm doing. I'm just moving it around really fast and then kind of rolling it into my hand. Trying to polish those edges. This galvanized metal. Alright, so we grabbed a couple mallets and we started doing this a little bit. Hit that subscribe button to see the final product. I have been rubbing this thing like this for about 30 minutes, and this is what it looks like so far. I am getting the hammer sometimes and trying to push down some of the ridges, so it's easier to buff with the rubbing on this galvanized steel, but it's coming along. I don't know how much will go, but look at my hands, they're filthy. I think I'm going to stop for the night and pick this up in a later day. All right, I found a new technique to use. This is kind of kills two birds with one stone. I hold it like this and then move it around, and it polishes it because it's metal, but because it's also curved, it helps smooth this out rather than rubbing it on a flat surface. So we'll do this for a while and see how well it works, but it's come along. I didn't imagine it would be this far along, and after about an hour of work? Yeah, an hour of work. Okay, I found a new tool to try to smooth this out. It's just a little ladle. I put it in there and roll it around like that, and should get a little bit better. I have heard that if you get a small glass, like a shot glass, you can roll it around, and that actually makes it best, because as you move it around, the edge makes it more perfectly round. But this is all I've got. Don't have a shot glass, so we'll just keep trying with this. All right, it's the next day, and now we're back at it here. I've got some wet dry sandpaper, just what I had in the garage. This is 400 grit. I'm going to try to sand it here, see if I can get the major ridges down. I also have some other sandpaper here. This is 3000. I'll just try to smooth this out a little bit more. At some point, we're going to have to just polish this thing, but let's give it a swirl. Hopefully I don't damage anything. We've been at this just a few minutes, and it seems to be working pretty well. I'm getting a lot of the high spots off, and we'll just keep going. I don't know, we'll stop at some point, go on the next step, but trying to get all the high spots down to the low spots. All right, we've sanded this thing with 400 grit, and then I had some 3000 grit. It's starting to get polished a little bit. I don't have a buffing wheel, but I do have one of these buffer polisher DA buffers things, so we're gonna try to just hold this down and see if we can get it polished up. So this is a little loud. So that was only about a minute of buffing. This isn't the best buffer. I just need one of those kind of like not angle grinder, but the bench buffers. It spins with like the cotton pads you put compound on. Don't have one of those. Maybe it's a good excuse to go out and buy one. But that's pretty good considering this is just tin foil. Fun little project. A little ugly, but it's coming together. Check that out. That's pretty shiny. I didn't use any kind of buffing bench buffer, but did rub it against some soft cotton for a while. And we might just call that done. I mean, that's pretty good from just flat tin foil. Started yesterday evening and one day's worth of work. So I think we'll call that a win. And we can probably get it shinier with some more mechanical buffing, but that's impressive. So see if we can get it zoomed in. I don't know. But you can see the reflection of the light for sure. That's where I hit it really hard, trying to get some of the foil to push down in, but it was a dent that I couldn't get back out. That's okay, because we can just kind of hold it from there when we sit on the ground. Okay, hope you enjoyed this project. Was this a good one?
Yep.
All right, until next time.
See you around the house.